Well, we continue our 3-2-1 breakdown of Nebraska's positions here from 2018, where we give you 3 things we learned, 2 questions, and 1 prediction. Today, we look at Nebraska's tight end position. And number 1, I think we start out with just the growth of tight end Jack Stoll and what he gave Nebraska. 21 catches for 245 yards, 3 touchdowns. But I think down the stretch, he got better and better. You saw him make plays, especially in those final 3 or 4 games, get key catches in the end zone or for first downs. I think Jack Stoll's got a bright future in this football program. The second thing we learned at tight end was Cam Jurgens' time at the position was pretty limited. He was at tight end for maybe a month and a half into the season before Scott Frost made the decision to move Cam Jurgens over to the offensive line. And I think it makes sense long term. You look at Nebraska's tight ends, and it's hard to imagine a guy like Jurgens having a huge impact at the tight end position where on the offensive line. He's already 270 pounds. He's a very athletic guy that can run and move. He's one of the better blockers on the team. I think he's got a bright future on the offensive line. And finally, the third thing we learned with the tight end position is there's a ton of upside with this group. Jack Stoll was a sophomore. Austin Allen and Kurt Rafdal, both redshirt freshmen. So really, Nebraska's group of tight ends are going to be together for at least 3, if not 4 years in some cases. So just the development and the growth is going to get better and better with that group of tight ends. And I think that played a factor in the move of Jurgens. And you saw at times in the Ohio State game, a guy like Austin Allen made a big play. So there's potential. Rafdal had a big catch or 2 this season at times. I think all 3 of these players are just going to get better and better here as they develop in Scott Frost's system. My 2 questions with the tight end position start number 1 with Justin McGriff. The true freshman worked as a receiver, as a tight end, and then at the end of the year, he was wearing number 46 and he was working at the outside linebackers. What will Justin McGriff's role be in this program long term? Is he a tight end or is he somebody that will play defense? My second question with the tight end position is, can they have a bigger role in this offense going forward, especially with Stanley Morgan now graduating? I think the road is paved for somebody like a Jack Stoll or maybe even an Austin Allen to put up more production, and I think they showed what they could do at times, and I just see this group having a bigger place in the offense in the coming years. Then finally, my 1 prediction of the tight end position, I think Jack Stoll is a future captain of this football team. Yes, he's got 2 more years left in the program, but I think by the time he's a senior, I look for Stoll to be a captain. I felt like he was one of the real leaders of this team. He's already the leader of his position room, and it's pretty rare to see a sophomore kind of take on that type of ownership, but he's definitely shown he's got the qualities to be that type of leader. And that wraps it up here for our 3-2-1 of the tight end position. Next, we'll break down Nebraska's offensive line.